So basically, using your detail on your payment options, how you gonna pay for your detail that's worth about $37.52 and yeah, that's basically where you're working on the whole payment of 452 and 26.88 at the same time at the look of 1 to 550s. You trying to figure out the category that it will pay for, and that's basically you looking at a normal civilian at FedEx, Kinko's, or UPS. You making your everyday transaction days of 1998 to 2020, and being able to be a colonel delegate of that hour of Boston and Tennessee and Austin and Nevada and Arizona, and looking at those district tyrannies at Frank Erwin Center or Dale Diamond, be at one of those facilities or stadiums or auditoriums. You being at one of those events, you telling the opposite truth of its tradition, and it's being more pervasive. Instead of it being a Chevy, it's more of an infinity type analysis. So I've been a banker for 972 months now, so we're basically working on better economic reduce tax reductions, and being able to use more towards the full payment and still paying the same payment, and using a full directed income to make this happen. Instead of using 150 of a payment, you using 550s of a payment in between 550s of a payment, and that's just when you started 1952 to 2024. And that's just been the whole thing. Do I use 150 or do I use 550s? And that's just been enterprise interscopes the whole time. It's been running, and after 2018, and it's basically where we started our companionships as far as that go. And we're basically looking at between whether the purchase is 137.52.25, or is it 537.52.37.25s. And that's basically where you're working with a whole lot of money in dimes at that time, and being able to transfer that over to Granger and Penske is what you were developing as a country in 1852 to 2002. And it's basically where you're working on your own dependence of a private contractor. You're working on your own $98,872 25 times, and it's basically where you get more common interest between Enterprise and Mr. Catfish and More. That's about 97,542 dimes. 25 times. So that's basically where you're working on the multi common interests that we have, and being able to use that as more of the working source of the inventory specialist. And that's basically looking at 66,570. You go through that 3 times a week, and that's basically where you're going through more of orange, green, and blue tyrannies, and that's basically where you're using as much as possible to create your own establishment, and be able to live in your own real estate property as you like. And it's basically where we earning more development as a more blue, green, and orange home base network. It's sponsored by Chargers, Rams, and Lions. So it's getting down with the fullest people that you have available for Met competition. So yeah, all you had to do is put that 550 down 3 to 4 times, and it's already paid. The product is already paid. You don't need that much to pay for a toothbrush or toothpaste. So why should everything else be that expensive? You pick it up, it look fresh. You want fresh breath, and you want to compliment fresh breath, and you want to support fresh breath, and you want to sponsor fresh breath. And that's basically where the 550 deal comes through at. And you can pay for anything you like with that 550 like that. So meantime, that's basically how it's getting dealt with in $58,882.